nice, isn't it? Okay, let's have a frank discussion about this thing. I think this thing is over. I guess there's some stuff left on it, but holy smokes, it's a mess. I never did bring it under control as I had planned. I have to get the step ladder. Oh, that's the indigo ruby. Beautiful. Good morning. Good morning. Came out and did another hydrogen peroxide treatment. I would have liked to have done it on more, maybe even the sunflowers. I might switch the camera. I switched it today because I realized that I'm always getting light in my glasses, and I don't know if maybe that bothers you. When I get ready to do a thumbnail, frankly, I do a screenshot of something in the video. It's always got those blue lights in there. Oh, you might want to look at those because they're kind of cute this morning. Festive, and the light is on them. So I got up at 5 and the house was dark. I mean, dark. And I realized that the days are now getting shorter by about, what do we turn on, the 20th or the 21st? It's usually one of those days, right? But I mean, it's only been 8, 9 days and all of a sudden it's dark in the morning. It's crazy. All right, does that work for a little bit? Sunflowers? Yellow shirt, look at me. Styling. Probably in the hundreds again today, so probably no big chores. I got some stuff done yesterday and the day before. It escapes me now. I actually can't remember what I've included. I'm a couple days behind on videos. So whatever you're seeing today would be, I did that 2 days ago or spoke to you 2 days ago. I know that doesn't feel like real time. It's the best I can do. I don't want to lose footage just because, you know, I take a day off and don't video or say good morning. Since you will know that I did another hydrogen peroxide treatment, wash, whatever you want to call it, let's talk about those sun sugar tomatoes. Let's talk about them. Or should I give up on them? Are they done? There was a lot of die-off on my sun sugar last year, and it finished out the season by October. I finally took it down. Tons and tons of tomatoes. Oh, I don't know, 40, 50, 60. But they were green and they wouldn't ripen because it just wasn't going to be warm enough for them. But, you know, I promised myself I would wrestle that sun sugar. I would bring them under control, clip it. And gosh, I hate to keep saying the same thing over and over, but heat. You know, once I go inside, it starts to get really hot. It really needs a cleanup, and I'm not ready to get rid of it. I'm not ready. It's got potential. It might need fertilizer just to produce more fruit. I don't know. I'm not an expert on that. I did mention, and I think it was a video yesterday, which I don't think you've seen yet, that I started following a Facebook group in Tucson's backyard gardeners or something. And one fella said, don't fertilize in this heat. Now, I didn't study any more about that. You can't take anything at face value unless it's a master gardener. And even then, maybe a couple second opinions. And I don't know who this person was. It kind of makes sense to me. It's worth taking a look at and saying, should we fertilize when it's over 100 degrees? Or is just everything so much stress on the plant that it actually can't produce? You know what? I am reminded, I believe that when it gets really, really hot, tomato plants, pepper plants shut down in their fruit production. I don't know what that temperature would be. Let's assume 100 is pretty close to when they're like, nope, just gonna drink water now. I'm not gonna be able to put out any fruit for you. Love, but no. That actually might be the case. I didn't water twice yesterday. I went out, I watered in the morning, and whether I water the smaller pots manually or the irrigation, I didn't water again. And my nasturtium in the big raised bed, fried. I mean, they're not dead, but they lost a lot of leaves. They haven't been producing like I would like them to. There's something about their positioning. I'll throw a clip up so you know what I'm talking about. Or I'll switch the camera, either way. Let's do that. Let's switch the camera real quick, like. Yeah, that nasturtium. So in there, so there's the hydrogen peroxide. They fried. Also, they're not expanding as much as I thought they would. Sunflowers in view, yeah. I don't hear the hummingbirds this morning. I had to take one feeder down. It had ants in it. How they do that, I don't know. My ants are not under control in the sunflowers. The traps that the bait that I put out, it kind of dries up really, really quick in this heat, so I should do another application or put out another bait thing. Not really traps. They don't get stuck in there. They get drunk on the borax, and because I think it's mixed with a little bit of sugar, and then take it back to the colony. That's the plan. I hear the hummingbirds now. Today, I don't know, yesterday I was feeling a little overwhelmed having this size of a garden in Arizona. There was a point, and I don't know, if you're like me, you have random thoughts about whatever. There was a point where I thought, why do I not just simply have a cactus out there, one cactus, and maybe a lantana? I have a volunteer lantana growing. I had planted a couple lantana the first year, and then I pulled them up because I didn't understand lantana, and I thought they were dead, but they tend to come back here. They look like they're dead, then they come back. But I've got a vine growing, and at the end of it, white lantana. I'll get you a little photograph real quick, and put it here. But so I killed off my lantana, unfortunately. But that's it. I just why am I not just doing a cactus? Why am I doing this to myself? It's easy to think that way in 100-degree days, though, isn't it? When it's 60s and 70s, which is my preferred temperature. You know, it's like, oh, I want to go out and look at things blossoming and growing and not dying, preferably not dying. But in the 100 degrees, why am I doing this? It is time for me to go inside. I want to run around and take a couple videos of a couple things that I just talked to you about. And a couple things that are a little bit different today than yesterday. I want to thank you for joining me in the garden this morning for coffee. I appreciate your company. Thanks. Bye. I didn't get to show you that the hosta is in bloom. I'll put the name down as soon as I go look it up. I always forget the name of this one. I'm surprised to see some dry leaves there. That's fun. Ignore the cords. Those are... Last year when I sat out here, I had the fan out here. I had a fan. Oh, yes. Yes, fan. Anyway, there are the blooms. The pomegranate is blooming again. That's fun. He didn't even do that last year. So I thought these were beginning pomegranates, but I think not. Cute, huh? Let's see if I can get a good picture. Yeah, that's kind of festive. This sweet little climbing rose, I'll have to look the name of it up again, is blooming. He's called a Westerland. I did want to point out that I've got more melon growing than I thought I did. There's one, and I pulled these stems up, and there are melons on them. Some take, some don't. Let's see. Where are we here? This one might take. I did happen to see more. I don't know why I can't see them right this minute, because it's on camera. I'm kind of letting a few strands go and see what happens. I thinned them out. Naturally, may I point out the daylily is looking so gorgeous. So pretty. So pretty. Oh my goodness. There's a little watermelon check. And I think I pointed out to you yesterday that this one got stuck inside these two rails as it was expanding. I didn't realize it was. There. Oh, so pretty, my gosh. Just look at these. Oh, to die for. And the sun's coming onto them. Yep. the garden this morning.